There's additional evidence that the labor market cracks continue to widen here. This is Markets with Megan. It's July 29th. If you like this podcast, please subscribe. You can hit that alarm bell. Also, share it with friends, family, or colleagues. But we're out today with additional economic data that we've received. This one's on the employment market. This is the JOLTS report, and this report is for the month of June, and this measures the amount of job openings that are out in the economy. The job openings actually fell from the prior month. It dropped for the first time we've seen in actually 3 months. It dropped by 275,000 jobs. But when we look at 7.4 million job openings out there, that is it's slightly more than the amount of people that are unemployed. There's about 422,000 more openings than there are Americans that are unemployed. But we are approaching that equilibrium ratio of 1.1. So we're basically at 1.06 job openings per U.S. unemployed. That's good news for the Federal Reserve because they're concerned about that tightness in the labor market and what that means for inflation. There was also a downward revision to the May numbers as well. So again, further signs of weakening in the economy. When you look at the quits rate, so this is the amount of people that are leaving their job voluntarily. Typically, that tends to rise when the labor market prospects are so high that people are voluntarily leaving their job without having another one in place. That quits rate actually fell in May. It's at 2.0%, and actually that's down from that's actually matches the revised lower number that we saw for the month of May, which is 2%. So at 2%, we're looking at the amount of people that are leaving their jobs voluntarily start to subside. We're seeing that matches the sentiment we found in things like the jobs hard to find indicators in some of the different surveys, as well as the increasing amount of time that people are staying unemployed. This confirms that those weakness in the labor market is starting to pick up. Those cracks emerging are starting to pick up. Now, what does this mean for the Federal Reserve? They'll meet tomorrow and give their indication on make any changes to the Fed funds rate, but right now we don't think it's going to change anything for them for this month. There are cracks emerging, but it's not substantial enough for the Fed to cut rates this month. What it means for the month of September is still up in the air. Keep in mind, we'll get a jobs report this Friday, August 1st. That's important because there'll be 2 more jobs reports before that September meeting, and that's really going to solidify whether or not the Fed can cut interest rates in September. We still think that by their comments, they're going to err on the side of caution, and they may give it until the next meeting after September before they cut rates because they want to see a little bit more evidence of what tariffs mean, how much is being passed on to the consumer. They don't want to be cutting interest rates in an environment where we don't know what's going to happen to inflation and then come back out and have to take a more hawkish tone on interest rates. That's just not something that's been successful in the past. So we think they're going to err on the side of caution. In September is still not set in stone. We actually think they might hold off at that September meeting as well. If you want a history of our podcast, you can go to marketswithmegan.fm. Thank you.